We all remember our first World Cup, that tournament that we first obsessed over, watching almost every match and trying our very best to not miss a single minute of action. For us, the 2006 tournament in Germany was that competition that will always hold a special place in our football journey. Although watching the World Cup in 2002, it was 2006 that truly inflamed our love of the international game. It's difficult to believe that it reached its climax 17 years ago. In this video, we'll be taking a retrospective look back at this tournament and understanding what made it truly unique. We'll be splitting this and our future retrospectives into sections. Number 1 will be the shocks, number 2 the best matches, number 3 the biggest controversies, number 4 the best goals, number 5 the best players, and finally we'll take a closer look at the winners. So let's get stuck into the 2006 World Cup and find out what made this tournament so great. So unlike the World Cups before and after, the 2006 World Cup is perhaps one of the only editions of football's premier competition to go relatively with the script. In the group stages, Ghana's progression through the group of death was perhaps a surprise to many, but most of the nations who reached the knockout rounds were expected. However, there were some surprises, for example Ecuador reaching the last 16 in a group featuring Germany and Poland. During the knockout rounds, it would be France's victory over pre-tournament favourites Brazil which raised the most eyebrows, as Thierry Henry's amazing volley sent Ronaldinho, Ronaldo and co home early. On reflection of the tournament tree, the only other nation that really stands out is Ukraine. As World Cup debutants, they reached the last 8, only to be defeated by Italy 3-0. Germany 2006 can certainly lay claim to hosting some of football history's finest encounters. The tournament's opening fixture between Germany and Costa Rica set the tone for a pulsating competition as the two nations traded 6 goals at the newly opened Allianz Arena in Munich. Torsten Frings' late goal was the pick of the bunch. The knockout rounds saw the action dry up, but perhaps the best semi-final in the 21st century as Germany faced Italy during a night of high drama in Dortmund. After an end-to-end contest somehow stayed goalless for 190 minutes, Fabio Grosso and Alessandro Del Piero's late goals created euphoric scenes for Italy and despair for the host nation. Finally, who could forget that final? But more of that to come later. There was certainly no lack of controversy at the 2006 World Cup, and most supporters' immediate reaction upon discussing the tournament is to mention Zinedine Zidane's infamous headbutt on Italy's Marco Materazzi. Following a tirade of insults directed at the French captain, Zidane would plant a forceful headbutt square into the chest of his Italian counterpart. Referee Horacio Elizondo had no choice but to send Zizou off, in what was the Real Madrid man's last action as a professional. The images of him walking past the World Cup trophy are equally poignant today as they were back in 2006. In the group stages, the performance of referee Graham Poll brought international ridicule as he showed Croatian defender Josip Simonic 3 yellow cards before his dismissal in a tight match between Croatia and Australia. 2006 also remains one of the most aggressive tournaments in modern football history, as an unprecedented number of cards were shown, none more than in the infamous Battle of Nuremberg between Holland and Portugal. In total, 16 yellow cards and 4 reds were shown during a feisty night. Goals are what we love to see, and the group stages saw an abundance of cracking strikes. The aforementioned goal from Torsten Frings was an early contender for goal of the tournament, before Argentina's Esteban Cambiasso finished an incredible 24-pass move against Serbia and Montenegro. During the last 16, Ronaldo would become the World Cup's all-time top goal scorer with his solo effort against Ghana. After a step over and rounding the goalkeeper, he would score his 15th goal across 3 tournaments for Brazil. Later in the tournament, Max Rodriguez would also announce himself to the watching world with a stunning extra-time volley against Mexico to settle a pulsating match in Leipzig. Perhaps the most obvious choice for the 2006 World Cup's best player is Zinedine Zidane. His individual performance against a strong Brazilian side in the quarter-finals has since been regarded as one of the greatest ever. Despite his final red card, Zidane would still earn the tournament's golden ball and even score a cheeky Panenka in the final. Miroslav Klose would earn himself the World Cup's golden boot. After scoring 5 goals in 2002, the Polish-born German striker would score another 5 to join some of the game's greats in the all-time rankings. Klose's international teammate Lukas Podolski would earn himself the competition's best young player, scoring 3 goals. The 24-year-old would spearhead Jurgen Klinsmann's side, who regarded attack as the best form of defence. Finally, it would be remiss to fail to mention the incredible performances of Italian captain Fabio Cannavaro, whose defensive displays helped the Azzurri win a 4th World Cup and earn himself the Ballon d'Or the following season. Finally, a word for the winners. Despite boasting a squad of undeniable talent and immense depth, Italy's preparation for the 2006 World Cup could not have been worse. The overarching shadow of the Calciopoli scandal dampened expectations, but in some incredible performances masterminded by the tactical nous of Marcello Lippi, so the Italians reached the final conceding just 1 goal and seeing 10 different goal scorers throughout the competition. A penalty shootout victory over France in the final would banish the painful memories of 1994 and seal a deserved 4th title for the Azzurri. Thank you for watching this video by the Football History Boys. We hope you really enjoyed it. What are your memories of the 2006 World Cup? Let us know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.